아 계속 해볼 텐데 좀 목이 지금 제가 잠겨가지고 큰일 났네. 메인 퀘스트 중이에요? 나름 옷까지 갈아입고 왔는데
Late. Why is that not
가면도
surprise
쓰고.
me?
야 밤까지 기다린 거야? 벌건 대낮부터? 지쳤죠? 계단에 쭈그리고 앉아서
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. My, Geralt. Not bad at all. And you've even a mask. Just not the kind
가면에
required.
가면에 종류가 있다네요.
They're a little different, the ones Mandragora members wear. I've brought you one. Put it on.
왜 가면을 쓰는 거야 근데?
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
들어가시죠.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
저 흰 머리부터 숨겨야 되지 않나? 흰 머리하면 할아버지 아니면 위쳐 아니야? 이 세계관에서? 얘 노란 머리구나.
How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a
흰 머리가
plan?
있을 수가
Key
있겠구나.
is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree.
얘 문지기야?
Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
우선
Tell us about these performances.
딴 얘기 좀
This
합시다.
evening, the Mandragora has
네
the honor
종류의
to
예술
present
선보이게
three
목이
superb
잠겨가지고
displays
미치겠네.
of artistry. The first was a concert by
Cecilia
Cecilia
Barante
Bellot,
콘서트.
a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions,
마술사가
come to us
나왔고.
from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
갑시다.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Bellot.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the
코비어
Kaviri
난초를
orchid.
찾으십시오.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress, there on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Koviri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia,
자,
we'll find
코비어
the
난초를
Centurion.
찾으러 갑시다. 파티의 여웅에 참여하자. 한두 개 참여해서
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. Hate gods.
Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well, sure to be in one of the alcoves.
뭘 하라고? 물감 주머니를 던지자. 어디다가 비켜. 아, 여기다? 아, 장착.
Quite the noble color. Splendid. The sky.
뭘 진짜 어차피 대충 던지는 건데.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intensity.
노란색 물감.
It's
아, 이거 기네?
It represents transgression.
너 놀면 뭐해? 이런 파티 하는 거지.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the
얘는
veil.
색깔이야. 초록색. 좀 색깔 채우기 합시다.
As a field. To vines and to wine. Composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a
빨간색.
masterpiece.
색깔이 하나 모자라는데? 야, 이런 거 하고 노니 니들? 그렇게 재미없다? 하나
Yes,
없어.
it's sure to be a masterpiece.
야, 물감이 떨어졌는데? 내가 아까 하나 더 줘서 그렇구나. 미리 주워놨었어.
It's the solitude.
야, 이건
Not
장인의
a
예술,
landscape, you pleb.
예술이
It's a
느껴지지 않니?
manifestation of the man's soul.
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil. And defiance.
Come, let's look in the alcoves.
자, 밥. 술도 마시면서.
The preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
오, 야, 강하긴. 야, 제정신이 아닌데? 야, 신나게 놉시다. 이건 뭐야?
You've made no effort to understand. It's
뭐야? 왜 반응 안 해, 이런데? 야, 니들. 야, 여기 뭐가 있지?
Besides,
I'm sure you understand. There are a great many highly qualified candidates.
then I
더 놀 거
Look
없나?
at the mage. I believe he's
뭐야?
casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde schmack for pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but pretentious.
야, 위쳐 연극들? 여기 아닌데?
So much time I spent.
얘밖에 없잖아.
Blah, blah, blah.
이거밖에
Avant-garde
없어?
schmack, avant-garde.
이 옆쪽 방일 수도 있구나. 얘 뒤져, 아니. 술,
Ah, how beautiful.
여기서 하는 거 아니야?
The dolphins. That is no ordinary motion. Look,
여기 귀족한테
They say release
축적되는 게 아니구나. 뭐 하는 거야?
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you
아,
believed
끝났다.
in such things.
자, 갑시다.
What if it has
야, 비켜.
will definitely come. Don't worry.
야, 일로 들어가는 게 아니었나봐. 야, 일로 들어오는 게 아니었어. 들어오는 게 아니야. 나가자. 나가자, 나가자. 일로 가도 돼? 여기서 하는 건가?
As for that style, I'm sure you understand.
코비오 난투를
There are
어떻게
great-
찾아?
We wish to be alone. We
얘는
are
아니고.
busy.
It's sure it's an original.
My employ.
야,
Please leave. This is a
아, 이런
private
훔쳐가면 안
alcove.
되는데? 아, 그거는 이 게임이 아니구나. 야, 어딘지 모르겠어. 여기 잠겼고. 코비오 난투가 어디 어디 있다는 거야?
Rage.
이거
Cecilia
아닌데?
never should have performed. We are busy.
여기 없는데? 여기도 없었는데? 아, 이런 거 자꾸 훔쳐가고 그래. 아, 여기 아닌데? 그럼 저쪽 반대편? 반대편에도 없었는데? 머리카락을 코비오 난투가 뭔지 모르니까 여기 뻗어있던 아까 수수정빙 없는데? 술주정뱅이도 터지고 소비어 난초.
Pretentious. Blah blah blah. Avant-garde, schmeffant-garde. It's
야
all
없어요. 아 이 안으로 들어갈 수 있고. 죄송합니다.
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
Right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
We came
아,
here
왜
to
자꾸
meet you
옷을 벗고
specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him. Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move.
이거 편집해야 되나?
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Masked.
어두운
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then
하트
they
모양의
strolled
상자.
off together towards the
다과식탁으로 갔어.
refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur. I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
아우 씨 이거 어떻게 편집하지?
Exceptional.
아 애매하게 돼가지고 완전 화면을 다 잘라 모자이크하기도 좀 그렇고.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it. Bit of Vistec. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
자 향기를 따라서 여기도 향기 좀 나는데? 더럽게 돌아다녔네요. 비켜! 여긴데? 여기 벽으로 왔다가 계속 갔구나. 아까 거기 맞았네?
He'll definitely.
이 방으로 들어간대? 경원이 있네.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh! Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall,
키가 크고 어깨가
broad-shouldered,
넓고
a black beard peeping out from under his
미국
mask,
억양
and
그놈이네.
he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
자 비켜.
Quickly, upstairs.
전화라고 하지 말라 그랬더니 계속 전화라고 하네. 이 방이네요.
That must be
죽었어.
Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere
야 오늘 너무
here.
위험한 거 아니야? 공작이?
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
발코니로 통하는 흔적을 따라가자. 거기
Tore
손을
down the
집어.
bloody handprint. Made a platform. Clever. It's his. Must be pretty strong too.
아 밟고 있어. 미안.
Killed her.
여자를
and
죽이고
went out on the
발코니로.
balcony.
아 이거 왜? 아이 이 조서 버튼 안 눌리는 건?
Broke the flower pot when moving the door. Then stepped in the soil.
야, 이 비둘기들 미쳤나? 왜 저리 안 가?
Must have climbed this ladder.
어디서? 아 여기. 아 이게 사다리야? 나는 왜 못 올라가? 야 되는구나. 발자국 있었는데? 발자국이 위쳐 센스가 왜 안 보여? 아까 있었는데? 어? 왜 이 조사가 안 뜨지?
Could still be here. Need to stay alert.
전투인가?
Bloodstains.
빗자국. 살짝 버그가 있네.
Links of a snap chain. Jewel must have been on it.
보석도 훔쳐가고.
Links of a snap chain.
아이씨, 그거
Jewel
한번
must have been
봤잖아.
on it. Links of a snap chain.
이건 다른
Jewel
건데?
must have been on it.
귀중한
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have
단순한
tiny chain links next to
도적이
it.
아 얘는 또 왜
From a snapped necklace.
타겟팅이 안 돼?
Seems
빨간
there was a
상자 이거
struggle.
됐다.
Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open probably.
자 나머지 두 개가 있고 세 개가 있고 두 개는 나머지 층.
Sconce is bent. Smeared with blood.
일로 내려간 거 아니야?
Someone try to grab it. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for.
이게 마지막인 것 같아요.
Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
일로 나가면 안 되겠죠? 여기 하나
Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
또 있네 여기.
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor.
다 했는데? 아 여기 또 있구나.
Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room.
어잉? 이제 다 했는데 진짜? 뻥 안 치고? 그쵸? 다 했어 다 했어. 이제 없어. 루팅을 안 했긴 하지만 남의 집에 와서 이런 거 막 훔쳐가도 되는 거야? 다 했는데? 다 했는데?
Sconce is bent. Smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it?
여기 있다. 이 하나 또 있어.
Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled,
전투했고,
that's
그건
clear.
확실해.
Ended with one of them
떨어져서
flying out the
죽었고.
window. Fall had to have killed them.
센트리아는 살아있겠죠? 당연히.
Jewel's still here, though. So our Centurion must have been the flyer.
아 신트리안이 던져줬다고? 뭐야 이 빡빡이들.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything in full
그래도
detail.
공작과 함께하니까 뭔가 이렇게 일사천리로 진행이 되네요. 혼자 했으면 막 범인으로 몰리고 막 그랬을 텐데. 싸우고 막
I
경비원이랑
caught him
싸우고.
red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He...
Fell out of the window.
Just so.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed
그래
robber.
이어져.
Why?
공격을 했다고?
Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look
그렇게 안
like mere
보이는데?
ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes, he stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
목 아파.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
던틴이 뭡니까?
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
갑시다.
Oriana,
어차피
everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
자, 갑시다.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety.
오리아나가 불편하다네.
discomfort.
공작인데. 뭐
The
아파.
drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the
친언니가
schemers.
있다네요.
She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
왜 추방
What did your
당했지?
sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times.
결론은
I recall one
시아나가
such
범인인가 보네.
situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels.
자, 이렇게 범인이 특정됐죠?
It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape or form. You must make sure of that.
야, 어떤 짓을 해도 다치면 안 된대. 알았다고 우선
I'll
합시다.
find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
왜 레지스를 알지?
My very dear friend, Detlef van der
디틀라프야.
an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witch's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages.
이 여자는 왜 뱀파이어들이랑 알고 있는 거야?
Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
그렇다고 합시다.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. Well, what might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
네, 좋은 말 합시다. 인간과
Same as
마찬가지.
humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this? It must be why you and Regis
좋은 말 해줬어요. 여기서 좀
If I
몰아치려다가
understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than...
나는 괴물을 무조건 죽이진
If
않아.
possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
야, 왜 3명만 남겨두고 가는 거야?
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher,
And the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore.
That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
오리아나와는 어떻게?
Oriana. She really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long.
But I shall tell you all about her
오리아나도
some other
뱀파이어인가?
day.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renner must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got away with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall
자,
see to Detloff.
혼자
Good luck,
떠나네요.
my friend.
뱀파이어랑 같이 가면 전투 엄청 쉬울 텐데.
Splendidly, Detlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever.
야, 이게
I regret
정정한
all
거야?
the more that I shan't finish this second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me
불편하다는데?
out?
오리아나랑 있는 게 불편한 공작 부인. 공작
You have
부인이지.
exceptional friends. This Detlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
얘기하면 안 되겠지? 물어봅시다.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as
기본은
grim.
착한 놈이다.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count Delacroix's mill.
드라크로아의 방앗간 앞에서 만날 수 있다.
It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
나 혼자 가면 안 되구나. 힘들긴 하구나. 자, 옷도 갈아입어야 돼 참. 슉슉. 따란. 왜 안 나지? 옷을 갈아입어야 돼요. 별로 갈아입을 것도 없구나. 야 이거 나 왜 이렇게 좋은 은검이 있었지? 강철검도 아 이거 현 4% 회복하는 거? 나 이런 무기가 언제 있었지? 자 갑시다. 아직 37분 했으니까 여기까지만 하고 다음 시간에 이어서 할게요. 아 아까 그 누드 모델 여자 그거 어떻게 해야 될지 고민이네. 시청해주신 분들 모두 감사합니다.